Hey.
We are so excited to be here. I can't believe we're, in the midst of a global pandemic and we're asking you to scare us. But we are here today to talk to the director of Howl-O-Scream this year at Busch Gardens. We're so glad there's going to be an event this year. We're so excited. We need something to take our mind off of everything going on in the world and a reason to bling up our masks and make them match our outfits for a day. So tell us about what this year's Howl-O-Scream is going to look like. And tell us your name and how you're involved in Howl-O-Scream.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm so excited that we're back with Howl-O-Scream. My name is John Braz. I'm the show manager for Howl-O-Scream. And, we're really excited that we're able to bring such a great event back to our fans and our guests. One of the things that I keep running into from whether it's our performers or our fans of Howl-O-Scream is that the weirdness, the craziness, the scariness of Howl-O-Scream is really almost like our return to normalcy. So we're really kind of excited to bring this experience back to everybody and get our escape from reality, even if it's just for a short period of time.
I remember going back to one of the earliest, maybe one of the first Howl-O-Screams, and not really knowing what to expect. But I'll tell you, going to Howl-O-Scream was so much fun. And I just loved what a kind of family atmosphere, how, it created and how it wasn't trying too hard to be gritty and gory. I mean, it was still like in the fun spirit of Halloween. So what are some of the things we can expect for this year?
And so this year at Howl-O-Scream, things are just a little bit different. So what we have is 10 open air scare zones that we're bringing to the park. So what's great about Busch Gardens itself is we have 335 acres of play area for our Howl-O-Scream actors to play. So we had the opportunity to do what we do best, and that's bring our scares to the streets. So what we did is we want to show you that there really is nowhere to hide because there's 10 scare zones spread out through the entire park. We've got 4 brand new scare zones. That's actually where I'm at today. I'm in the junkyard over here at Howl-O-Scream. We've also got the Shortcut. We've got Lichen Landing and the Escape are our 4 brand new open air scare zones. We've also got 6 returning fan favorites like Deadly Toys, Little Nightmares, Hell on Wheels, just to name a few. But what's also really cool is that we've also got Fiends returning this year. So Fiends is normally in Stanleyville Theater. However, we wanted to bring that experience back to our guests, and that's going to be at Festival Field. So like you said, it's hard to kind of understand what's going to happen. That's what we wanted to leave it at. So there's going to be surprises through every corner out here at Busch Gardens Howl-O-Scream.
So, John, how did you get involved? You've been doing this for a few years now. This is actually the 21st year that Busch Gardens has hosted Howl-O-Scream, right? So you guys have this down to a science, and then the world threw you a curveball. You immediately were able to adjust and pivot to keep bringing an event to the community. But exactly how did you get involved? How long have you been involved?
So I've been with Busch Gardens 8 years now. And that's in many different ways that I've worked with the park. However, I've been with the consumer events, the entertainment events team for about 5 years. And that's from the technical side, on the creative side, and the performance side as well. So that's where I sit and help getting our scare actors and our performers ready to give that great guest experience.
So, of course, the theme parks are now reopened and people are starting to get reacclimated to the new normal of experiencing a theme park with these safety precautions in place. What's that going to be like?
Yeah, so it was a big departure from what we're used to doing here at Howl-O-Scream. We plan the event a year in advance. So when the previous year opens, we're already trying to plan for the next year. Obviously, the changes came about quite recently this year, so we really had to make a strong turn and evaluate what made our event so great and that we could bring safely to the event. Busch Gardens already in itself for our daytime operations has very strict safety measures in place, and we're just taking that to a whole new level for Howl-O-Scream as well. So like what we normally already do, our guests are expected to wear protective face coverings at all times. Our scare actors will wear protective face coverings at all times. We've increased physical barriers to ensure that our performers maintain a proper safe distance away from our guests. We've also got enhanced cleaning procedures in our backstage as well as front guest-facing areas. Just to name a few of our various experiences. We've also got some of our cool new scare zones. They're going to be one-way direction. So it's not going to be just a two-way guest path. They're actually going to be directed in a one-way path to limit your contact with other guests.
Excellent. And let me ask you, how are you going to do reservations? Do people have to go online and reserve? I know Howl-O-Scream is a special ticket. Tell me a little bit about how I can get there. And I'm getting a little nervous because there's a little something over your shoulder that's kind of making me a little nervous back there. I don't know whether I should be giving you a signal to warn you.
I'm alone out here. I don't know what you're talking about. But Howl-O-Scream, it's a limited capacity event. Obviously, safety is at the frontmost importance of us. So it's a limited capacity event. So you go to howloscream.com, make your reservation, and make it early. That way you can ensure that you are able to experience the event because it will sell out very quickly. So make sure you go online and get those reservations.
Hey, now again, one of the things that we're so lucky to is being a Tampa Bay resident, right? Because we can go to Busch Gardens year round, and especially taking advantage of events like Howl-O-Scream, but also for some of the high school kids out there, some of the college students out there. I know that there's also opportunities to be a part of Howl-O-Scream. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. Being so close to USF and all the schools and just the location of Busch Gardens and Howl-O-Scream itself, we have a wide variety of opportunities for our performers to be a part of the event. What we did, and it's a little bit of a different approach for us this year to make sure everything was safe, is we did virtual auditions. So that way we normally have, which is usually a great time, we have our big rehearsal hall, we have everything set up, and we put all of our applicants and those that audition through a full Howl-O-Scream audition. We took that virtual this year. So that was a new experience for us. But we get a whole wide variety of people that want to enjoy the event themselves from wide variety of backgrounds. And they come here year after year because they really enjoy the event. Their passion for creating such a great experience lives on year after year.
Awesome. John, thank you so much for taking a few minutes out of your day. I know you still are preparing and getting ready to welcome guests. We're going to be excited to tell people where they can get tickets, how they can make their reservations, and how they can really have some fun this year and enjoy Howl-O-Scream. I'm looking forward to seeing it myself. Thanks again for joining us. Myself and Johnny Torres here on My Osprey TV. We'll put up online, put links, and we'll make it a podcast, and we'll share it with everybody so we can all get out to Howl-O-Scream this year.
Wonderful. It was good talking to y'all.
Look behind you.